Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Chapter 65 on my RLDR Custom Creations YouTube channel. And as promised last video, we went mobile today. We're outside. And what in the world is that? Stay tuned and I'll tell you. Well, you may not know what this is, but I'm going to tell you. The upper part there is my Grandkids Clubhouse. What's the difference between a clubhouse and a playhouse, you ask? Glad you asked that question. The difference is the age of the kids. So I missed the playhouse window, so it's now a clubhouse, and it's going to be pretty cool when it's done. The bottom part is lumber storage in general, and I know it's pretty ugly right now, and I wish I could show you the dream that I have in my head for it, but you'll just have to bear with me, and eventually I will get this done. But I thought for today the way we would start is I'm going to take my camera and put it on a stick, and I'm going to show you around the building so you can kind of see the work I've put into it. And also, I managed to find the clips that I had of when I was building the clubhouse part. There's a few clips I'll maybe throw in. I did this last fall, and because we had such an extraordinary nice fall, that I stood the walls and built the trusses and put on the sheeting on the roof. So I want to show you my progress to date, and then we'll show you a little bit of the history. So hang in there. And I thought, what a better way to start this video than to show you the view that my grandkids will have from the window in their front door. Eventually, we want to block off a little bit more of our backyard there. We have one tree in mind that we're just going to put in. We are done putting in many trees because we just have to cut many down then. So yeah, it's a nice view. It's you can kind of see around, but I don't think it's creepy, which it was important to me. Here, we're just gonna take a view out the windows here. Again, you know, a nice view, but not anything creepy. And we have a higher house to the back of us, so there are no windows in that wall, and that's where the TV is going to go. Yes, it's going to be a real clubhouse. And then out this window, it's just the back of our house. So you get a little bit of a view, but like I said, it's not creepy. So yeah, I framed these walls. The walls are 2x6, and the slope on the roof is an 812. And that is a little bit more of a challenge for applying shingles now, which I'll show you what I'm doing in just a minute. But I didn't want to just take, say, 2x10s and make the roof out of those, like the rafters. So I had a whole bunch of leftover 2x4. So what I did is I made 2x4 basically trusses. And right in here, there's a 2x4. So this opens this up, and my roof vents, where's my roof vent? I have one in already. There. So my roof vents with aluminum vented soffit can draw air through this roof, because that is really important. If I would have used solid material, I would have to look at different ways of venting this, but I think we're going to be okay. I used plywood gussets with PL400, I believe, and I nailed the bejeebies out of them, so they're not going anywhere. I still have a few gussets to put on. I just kind of not gave up, but I got tired last fall, and I moved on to other things. But yeah, the sheeting I used is used. And that's one of the reasons this playhouse took, or clubhouse took, the form it did. The only thing I bought so far for framing was the floor sheeting, excuse me, the 2x6 for framing, and the sheeting for the roof on this side. So I had sheets, a big stack of sheets here left over from various other jobs, and I just used it up in this building. So that to a degree dictated the size and everything. So, okay, well, that's the inside. Oh, by the way, thanks to Facebook Marketplace, I picked up 2 triple glazed windows. Those are triple pane windows, which we use in the house and the shop, because being in central Saskatchewan, which is fairly north, I wouldn't, personally, I wouldn't put in a double pane window, a dual pane or 2 panes of glass. To me, it would be a waste of time. But for our cold weather in winter, you want well insulated windows. And I've always liked triple glazed, and that's what I've always put in. 2x6 will be enough in here. There is going to be heat in here. I'm going to put a couple of baseboard heaters in. This will not be heated full time. If the kids come out and they want to say do a sleepover in here at Christmas time, well, we'll fire up the electric heat in the morning, and hopefully by the time they want to hang out in here, it's warm enough. But yeah, and maybe for chilly fall evenings, we're going to put in 2 baseboard heaters. Yeah, the roof system worked out really well. I was quite happy with it. I did silicone the inside of the joints because this went almost a whole year now with just the plywood being exposed. Now, a lot of people don't like OSB being out that long, and I'm also one of them, but I've also learned that it'll be okay. This building will probably be around longer than I am, and so that's the way it's going to be. But yeah, the insulation sitting here already. Came up with a smoking deal on that on Marketplace. Company was getting rid of our 11-inch wide insulation, which is a little weird. It's going to take a little longer to insulate, but it's going to work well. So the windows are Facebook Marketplace. The door is thanks to my neighbors who changed their door and then wanted to get rid of this one and just gave it to me. So I had to cut it down a little bit because I had a math issue. We'll just leave it at that for now. But it fits. I can just barely walk through it. One thing that hasn't happened yet is right now to get into here, the ladder isn't all that friendly. So there's a piece of railing that I've been saving for many years, and that's going to go onto a deck that's going to go out the front. So eventually there will be a deck. I believe the stairs will go this way, and then I have some other plans for the back. So I'm just going to turn this off for a second, and then I'll be back with another. Okay, we're back on the ground again. This building will be a little odd to most of you. The bottom of this building is 12 by 8, so it's 96 square feet. I had my reasons for that, but I'm not going to share them on a public video. Where the 1x4 holding the tarp goes on, that's about the edge of the building. And I'd open the doors and show it what's in there, but I've got like old lumber and turning blanks and stuff. You can't even walk in there. So that's going to change, but for now, that's the way it is. The tarp around the bottom. My plan is to make, it's about 3 feet that the floor for the clubhouse hangs over the storage component. My plan is to make this into storage as well, but not closed off internal storage. So right now the plan is we're going to cover the short side, the long side, and the other short side in the back. some type of a tarp um, covering so that we can roll it up and roll it down, because my goal is to store lumber on this side. I often buy lumber that needs to be dried, and I'm going to build a rack in here, and then I can sticker it and dry pile it. And when it's wet or winter and it's not going to dry anyway, then I'm just going to pull the flaps down and it'll all look cool. So that's the plan. So if you're wondering why this looks so weird, that is exactly why. So for last winter, we kind of tried that storage idea out and we really liked it. We still have way too much stuff and I'm working on that, but this is going to help. On the other side, the kids' bikes can just go in there and we don't have to worry about getting things down for them, and they can put things away and it should all be good. Thank goodness I've got family that used to be in the construction business. I could borrow another set of scaffolding from them and 2 of those aluminum and plywood platforms, which is really, really handy. This bottom stuff here in the wheels, that's mine, but it's not as nice as what I borrowed. See, how are we going to get the sun in here? Let's see if I can show you this. I'm not sure what you're seeing, but see, that's what I've been doing. I've been shingling the last while here. So I'll show you a little bit more of that in another segment here. Okay, so I think I should show you what that actually looks like in here. Yeah, excuse the mess. This has been a problem. Okay, we're gonna go in. We're going in. Okay, so see, this is going to get insulated, and then I'm going to put metal vented soffit on here, and that'll close it off. This is not rotten plywood. This is just weathered and aged, and this is really, really solid 1/2-inch plywood. I forget which building I saved it from, but it was awesome. And now we're just a little dark in here, but so you can kind of see the footprint here. And on this side, I can't just pour cement under here because I believe kind of right in the center of the camera, we've got underground lines running to another building. So this has to remain accessible, so we'll make sure we do that. And yeah, I think this will be nice when it's done. It'll give some extra storage. Okay, heading out. And here's the same thing on the other side. But this side, we still have junk in it, and I had to get something out, and we've got all kinds of stuff going on in here. So there's a bike that I built in school yet. It was going to be a shop project. But yeah, so, and my soffit jig, plastic sawhorse, yeah. Let's see if we can see. Oh, the glass, the reflection. There we go. So that's the whole thing. I've got a piece of plywood I have to nail down there. But yeah, it's coming along nicely. And if I get everything done that I want to get done and we have a longer fall, I might buy some paint and just paint the outside just to protect it. Because eventually the outside is going to be stuccoed just like this. And I already have some supplies for that. So, yeah, this is my kids' clubhouse. The plans for it are, I think, really cool. And hopefully I can get it done when they still want to use it. So, and if I keep spending money like I am, maybe I'll have to live out there eventually. But anyway, so that's it. I'm not sure if I'm going to throw in some clips about the construction yet. We'll see how that works. But I think that's all I'm going to show you today. And we'll eventually maybe show you some shingling as well. But everybody's shingled before, so that's not a big deal. So anyway, we'll close this for now, and we'll bring you back for a closing. Well, here we are. It's a rainy, kind of dreary day today. We had quite a bit of rain last night, and we actually had about a 6-7 hour power outage, so that was kind of odd. But it's too wet to put shingles on today, so I'm going to take the day to edit some video and do some writing. But you can see behind me here that this little front section is shingled, which is really, really good. I'm happy to have that done. and probably in a future video, I'll show you a little bit more of the shingling. But yeah, I mentioned the clips that I had shot before. I don't think that's going to fit into this video. It just, I think, would make for no coherence in the video. So I'll use them another time, and we'll maybe do a little bit more of a construction style video of this building. But I guess I just encourage you, learn as much as you can. As many skills as you have is a real benefit to moving forward in this world. So luckily I framed for a few years, so I have that skill. So I can do stuff like this. It's not hard. Anybody can do this. So all you have to do is be willing to learn. So another thing to say before I close off this video, lately my subscribers and views have taken off. Well, okay, not taken off like, how do I say this? Like going viral or anything, but we're at about 183 subscribers now, so the 200 subscriber video or event is coming up, so I'll tell you about that in a bit. But also I have one video now that's gone over 2,000 views, so I appreciate that. Thank you for the support, those of you that have found me and are following. Thank you for that. Speaking of 200 subscribers, at this rate that's going to come up fairly quickly, and I think I have a little gift in mind for that. So we'll do another subscriber giveaway, very much like the one that I did at 100 subscribers. So keep in tune for that. So with that in mind, everybody, have a wonderful week. It's, what is it today? It's Thursday today. So we'll get this video out today, and we'll have another one on the weekend. So have a great weekend, everybody. Stay dry.